Hello, my dear boys and girls. Welcome to your biology class. So, last class we completed our 8th chapter, and that was a chapter on cell structure and function. We studied in detail about the structure of the cell. We learned about the parts of cell, the cell organelles, and the difference between animal cell and plant cell, etc. We also discussed the textual activities of the chapter. From today onwards, we are going to start a new chapter. As I have told in the live class, these chapters are very important because this is going to be the base for your 9th standard and 10th standard biology. So the name of our 9th chapter is Reproduction in Animals. Reproduction in animals. Reproduction in animals. We know that all organisms reproduce during their lifetime. Likewise, by the reproduction, the number of individuals are maintained throughout the community by the organisms. So, how will you define reproduction? Yes, reproduction is the method by which an individual produces their young ones, or it is the production of individuals by the parents. Now, all the organisms around us reproduce. Some of them reproduce during a time period or season, whereas other organisms start reproduce when they get mature. And overall, if we say reproduction is an essential phenomenon for the survival of the species in the earth. It ensures the continuity of life in the earth. That is, the reproduction is a phenomenon that is happening since the earth evolved. So in this chapter, let's learn more about reproduction. Let's learn about the mode of reproduction in animals, humans. Let's learn about the type of reproduction also. The first topic that comes in this chapter is the mode of reproduction. Mode of reproduction. So dear children, there are two modes of reproduction. Two modes are there. The first mode of reproduction is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. First mode is sexual reproduction. Now the second mode of reproduction is asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Now let's learn about sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction in detail. So in sexual reproduction, it is the reproduction where two parents or two individuals are involved, and the new individual or the offspring is produced by the fusion of the parental individuals. So such reproduction where a new individual or a new organism is evolved by the fusion of gametes of two existing organisms is called sexual reproduction. So in sexual reproduction, the first point is the fusion of gametes take place. In sexual reproduction, fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes happens in sexual reproduction. The gametes of the parents are combining or joining together to form new individual, a new organism. Now, this gametes fuse to form zygotes. The gametes fuse to form zygotes. Now, the example for organisms that show sexual reproduction are fishes, frogs, cows, horses, and human beings are example for organisms that shows sexual reproduction. Let's learn about the second mode of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is the production of new individual or organism by a single parent, that is without the fusion of gametes. In sexual reproduction, we learned that two parents are involved and the gametes of two parents are combining or fusing together to form zygote. But in asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved and the individuals or the offsprings are developed without the fusion of gametes. So that means no zygote is formed in asexual reproduction. That is, a single parent is involved in the production of the offsprings or the young ones. What will be the specialty of the young ones of asexually reproducing organisms? Yes, they will be the exact copy of their parent, their single parent, because they have evolved from a single parent. Hence, they will be exact the copy of the single parent which they evolved from. Now, the examples for organisms that show asexual reproduction is Hydra, amoeba, yeast, etc. So we learned about two types of reproduction, two modes of reproduction. The first one is sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, fusion of gametes are taking place and this gametes fuse to form zygotes. Now, the second mode of reproduction is asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, a single parent involved in the production of the younger ones. Hence, the young ones or the offsprings will be the exact copy of the parent. The gamete fusion is absent in asexual reproduction. So dear children, I hope you understood about the mode of reproduction. Now let's learn about the sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction in animals. So when we learned about the sexual reproduction, we learned in sexual reproduction, two individuals are taking part, that is, two parents are involved, and most animals show the sexual reproduction mode. So these two parents will be a male parent and a female parent. In sexual reproduction, a male parent and a female parent will be involved. Female parent will be involved. So the gametes from male parent and female parent are fusing together to form zygote. The male parent produce male gametes and those male gametes are called sperms. Male gametes are called sperms. And the female parent produce female gametes and those female gametes are called ova. Ova or ovum. So, sperms and ovums are the male and female gametes produced by the individuals involved in the reproduction. Now, the process of formation of gametes. Here the gametes are sperm and ovum. The process of formation of gametes are called gametogenesis. Gametogenesis. Now, what is this gametogenesis? Yes, gametogenesis is the production of gametes, that is an individual, a male individual producing sperm as their male gamete and a female individual producing ovum as their female gamete. So the process of production of gametes from the individuals are called gametogenesis. So in today's class we learned about the mode of reproduction and also about the gametogenesis. We will learn more about the sexual reproduction in our next class. Before concluding the class, let me summarize what we learned today's class using a digi video.
In animals, we know that all living organisms live for a certain period of time and then die. This reduces the number of individuals of a community. The reduced number is restored by the addition of new individuals through reproduction. The production of new individuals from their parents is known as reproduction. Reproduction is one of the most important characteristics of living organisms. Reproduction is essential for the survival of a species on this earth. Modes of reproduction. There are two main modes of reproduction: sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, the production of a new animal from the existing two parents by the fusion of their gametes, is called sexual reproduction. It involves the fusion of a male gamete with a female gamete, which leads to the formation of a zygote that develops into a new individual. Fishes, frogs, cows, dogs, horses, human beings, etc. reproduce by sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, the production of new animals from a single parent without the involvement of gametes, is called asexual reproduction. Since fusion of gametes is not involved, zygotes are not formed in asexual reproduction. The young ones produced are the exact copy of their parents. Amoeba, hydra, yeast, etc. reproduce by asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction in animals. Most animals reproduce by sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents, one male and one female, are involved. They have different reproductive organs. The adult male produces male gametes called sperms, and the adult female produces female gametes called ovum or egg. The process of production of gametes is called gametogenesis.
I hope all of you understood what I taught you in today's class. See you in next class. Thank you.